Hi everyone and welcome to Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, Deathinitive difficulty walkthrough. This is part 17 and we are finally going to talk to the Lord of Bones. And he's gonna give us new fetch quests. Well, it's not fetch quests. It's just going to awake some old servants of him, let's just call it. And each of his servants is going to be boss fights. So this is the part when I'm going to leave some chatter with. This is the Lord of Bones, because I wanted to, I was doing all the tests in the chambers and then the boss fight just to get to this guy, just to talk to this guy. So I wanted to show him, because if I don't show him, there's a little disconnection there. So I love the dialogue. As I mentioned before, I love the dialogue. I love how Death feels superior to everyone else, and always throws a smirk in the conversation, or directly comments something about his ego. I mean, not directly, but it shows his ego when he talks. Because the thing is, for the guys who don't really know the story, and not gonna spoil it, he doesn't have the power that he usually has right now. He doesn't have the power of the four horsemen. So basically, he's weaker. He's regaining his powers, yes, but he's weaker. Because he wanted to do this quest to save his brother, the brother that we used in Darksiders 1 War. So that's a really like hollow almost part of the story that I'm telling you. That's not a spoiler at all. So yeah, we talk with him. I think we're gonna talk a little more. And maybe you can hear it over my talking, but you can actually read the way he talks to people. This is not people, but the way he talks to other characters is funny. So I just wanted, I guess I'm going to disclose what I'm going to do with Dark Souls Saga until Dark Souls 3 comes out. Remember that I said that I was going to do something live and different with Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin? And I'm probably going to rant so much about Scholar, because I actually think Scholar of the First Sin is worse than the normal Dark Souls 2, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. And probably Bloodborne, but I'm not gonna do the walkthrough on the story of Bloodborne, and I'm just going to disclose what I'm going to do with the three games, because feeling like I'm withholding information just for the sake of withholding information, some sort of fucking bitch diva or something like that, that has fans. I don't have fans. In fact, I don't want to have fans. In fact, I think the word fans implies some kind of, like, I don't know, like, if you have fucking, it's not slaves, you know, it's not slaves at all, but it's kind of there, you know, it's kind of followers, you know. I have my followers. You know, that sounds weird. I have fans. Fans of what? No. I have people who like to see my stuff. That's the best way to put it, I think, without disrespecting the people by saying fans. So I didn't want to continue to disrespect anyone or withholding information, like, for nothing at all, for no option at all. And I'm just going to do exactly this. I'm going to do a live playthrough of Dark Souls 1 with permadeath conditions. What does that mean? That's the only limitation, and that's a big one, guys. But let me explain this a little better because this video is short. Permadeath means that if I die once, the playthrough is over. It doesn't matter where it is, in what point the playthrough it is, if it is in the beginning, if it is in the end. If I die once, the playthrough is over. And with Dark Souls 2, the same condition, permadeath. So what you're going to see is my struggle to get a good character build, because I'm going to be able to level up and get a good weapon, and my struggle not to die, like if it were like real life. But at the moment that I die at any of these two games, the playthrough ends and I'm not going to repeat it. That's a stipulation that is cemented hardly. Like, I was thinking about doing like 3 lives or 2 lives at least, because sometimes you can get fucked when you are just like, I don't know, running and then you suddenly drop to the bottom of the abyss and you die, and that could be a cheap death. Or there are many moments in Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2 when cheap deaths are entailed. But no, because the funny thing about watching, I will say, a permadeath run on these difficult games is preventing all of these things from happening. And I am experienced in Dark Souls 1 and 2. I know the games and I know how everything works. I will say a little less on Scholar because it has new enemy positions and I haven't played it as much. So I think, do we have a chance to watch the end of any of those permadeath runs? No. I think I'm going to die eventually. The question is, how far can I get into the game before dying? That's going to be the interesting stuff. So there's gonna be chapters of 30-40 minutes of live gameplay, trying not to die. If I die in one chapter, that's the last chapter you're going to see. And then Bloodborne, which is going to be the third. I'm not going to do a permadeath because I'm going to show you the chalice dungeons. But there is a twist into this chalice dungeon things again, and the video is already ending and I'm buying the respec option, so you're going to see me respecing in the next video, guys. And I'm going to explain what I'm going to do with Bloodborne that is going to be different, and with chalice dungeons in the next video. So thank you for watching and take care.